Hey there, fella. Welcome back to my bedroom. Today, we're going to be talking about... Oh, wait, what's that? What's that? I hear you say you wanted to watch the 16-minute-long love child of a bad CW teen drama, the KFC marketing team, and a Hallmark Christmas movie? No? Well, sucks to be you. You might be wondering, what streaming service would offer a film of such high complexity and writing prowess? Surely one could never afford a monthly subscription fee to a platform of this tier. YouTube. This movie's on YouTube. That's how you know it's good. I only watch all the best new releases if they're from on youtube.com. And yes, I know what you're thinking. I have, in fact, watched this movie 6 times. Thank you for asking. Today, I want to share with you what may just be the best movie about KFC founder Colonel Sanders as a young, sexy Latino man that I've ever seen. Recipe for Seduction. You feeling seduction yet? Because I sure am. So this is kind of an alternate KFC origin story where a young Harlan Sanders begins working for this rich family. He works in their mansion as a personal chef, and since this is a Hallmark-style movie, he inevitably falls in love with the daughter, and she dumps her fiance despite only knowing KFC guy for like 3.5 minutes total. But that's just what happens when you meet KFC chicken guy. Now, hold on a minute. Before you go just assuming that this is a regular Hallmark movie, there's one thing you ought to know. This movie is unique in a way that really separates it from most of your typical cheesy romance movies, especially the Hallmark variety. Yes, that is right. They have minorities. I'm kidding. They have unnecessary violence and kidnapping.
Harlan!
If you haven't figured it out by now, this movie's a mess. So why don't we take a closer look? So this movie begins just like any other movie. You know, they're eating food, they're having a really good time. Wait a second.
Every time.
Is that KFC? Are they eating KFC? Wait a second. Do rich people normally get their food meals catered by fast food companies? Oh, wait, no, yeah, I forgot about that.
Right, sweetheart?
Yes, it couldn't be more perfect.
Well, that's where I beg to differ. Jessica, sweetheart, I am madly, wildly, certifiably, insanely in love with you.
Oh, hey, look, everybody. The guy who said, like, one line is proposing the girl who's been in the movie for, like, 3 seconds. How romantic. I really hope that worked out for them.
Would you do me the greatest honor
Oh my god.
and marry me?
Oh, she says no right away. That's gotta suck. Too bad I'm not emotionally invested in this movie because it's only been like 15 seconds. Wait a second. Movie where a woman rejects her rich fiancé only to meet a more attractive man and fall in love later on? Why does that sound awfully familiar to me? No, it can't be. So the movie's just started, and not only have they blatantly showcased their greasy little finger-licking chicken all over the screen, but they have this guy go,
The chicken is delicious.
boy, I'm sure glad that was an honest review of this chicken product and not a review by a paid actor, because that would be awfully not honest of them. It kind of seemed like they were lying, trying to make us buy their chicken, when it's not actually as good as they would like to make it seem.
How dare you leave Billy in the lurch like that?
Mom, please.
He's a Garibaldi. Do you know what this marriage would mean for us?
I need time to process, okay? I'm not sure if Billy's the one.
You have the rest of your lives to become soulmates. In the meantime, your father left us nothing but a legacy of debt.
So they cut to the next day. The mother is clearly very upset because they were rich, but now they're not rich, and so they have to pay all their debt back. Kind of sucks, doesn't it? But anyway, the proposal by the rich guy at the dinner last night was the only way to save them from this debt that they have to pay. And so they do what any normal person who has to pay a lot of money on debt would do, and they hire a personal chef from like a really fancy restaurant to come and cater them. Speaking of that chicken guy, here he is. He finally shows up. Crouton.
Don't call me Crouton.
Oh, right. Sorry. No. That's Colonel Sanders. Despite what they want you to believe, he's actually not just Mario Lopez dipped in glue. He's Colonel Harlan Sanders from fancy restaurant that everybody's definitely been to, right? You've been there. I've been there. So their dad is dead. They're in so much debt. What are they gonna do? And so the daughter's gotta marry this rich guy so they can get all his money and pay off the debt that their dad left them. And despite this, they decide to hire random Mario Lopez guy, Chicken Man, to come and cook them food every day. Instead of like going to, I don't know, getting a job, going to see like the debt relief people do that, right? They decide to pay more money they didn't even need to pay for this guy to come cook them chicken. Like, not only is that a bad financial decision, but like, he only knows how to cook one thing. He can only cook the chicken. He can only cook the chicken. And we only see him cook it in like the first scene of the movie. He makes him one meal and then he never does anything again. What are you doing, guy? What are you even doing here? Go make chicken somewhere else. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little worked up. It's just this is very near and dear to my heart. Sexy Colonel Sanders movie is just, I don't know. It's kind of my weak spot. But I'll try to settle it down a little bit. I'll try to settle. Oh, wait, what's that? Oh, the movie is ramping up here. Let's settle in here because this is about to get. This mic is not. This is about to get really good.
What's the next chapter about?
First, you don't answer my proposal, and now you're not answering my calls.
Sorry, Billy, I just need some time.
You humiliated me, rejecting me in front of my parents.
Oh, take it easy. Who the hell are you? Harlan Sanders, the new chef.
Now, finally, we get to that finger-licking good drama. Ooh.
Beat it, Crouton. Get back to the kitchen and let me and my fiancé
Billy,
talk.
stop.
Wait a second. Did he just call him Crouton?
Don't call me Crouton.
I've never heard anybody use crouton as an insult, but I can only assume that given what we know about Billy's character, I can't help but feel like this is a racial slur. Let me just type this into the racial slur database real quick. Oh, okay, so it's not actually a racial slur, but it could be. You get off with a warning on this one, Billy, but I got my eyes on you, okay? After that very intense scene where Billy didn't actually call Mario Lopez a racial slur, but he could have. Billy and Bunny, I feel stupid just saying that name. But Billy and Bunny head to the country club. I almost said the race club, but that's not true. Billy and Bunny head to the country club to discuss how they're gonna plan to kill KFC guy. but you thought that was gonna go smoothly. You thought they were just gonna kill him, didn't you? You sitting there eating your family-sized bucket of KFC all to yourself. I know what you're doing, but they don't actually. It doesn't actually go over smoothly because Lee overhears.
You remember our long weekend in the vineyard?
How could I forget?
Whatever that was. And like the good detective that he is, he heads back to the mansion to tell Jessica everything.
Where's Jessica?
Lee, so nice to see you.
Oh, well, but that kind of didn't go as planned, did it?
Knock, knock. Anyone home?
secret world-changing formula that only I, Mario Lopez, know the recipe of. I sure hope nobody finds it in this book that I just put in the kitchen drawer that everybody has access to. I sure hope that nobody finds that and uses it against me. Oh.
Chicken Man.
Wait, is that a recipe for chicken? I thought this movie said it was a recipe for seduction. I want my money back. So it may feel like this video has been a little rushed and disorganized, but I just wanted to match the tone of the movie. We're now in the final act, and this is where things really heat up. The stakes are high, or should I say, the chicken is high. No, I will not say that, because that would be really stupid if I did. Colonel Sanders has been kidnapped and locked in the garage with the door unlocked. So he's really not just locked in there, he's kind of just sitting in the middle of the floor, tied up in a chair that he could probably just like stand up and walk over to the door and get out. But unfortunately for him, Billy is standing ominously in the corner with a knife. And apparently he was planning to kill him, but he's been, like, from what we heard, he's been in there all night. And Billy's just kind of been standing there with a knife, threatening to kill him, but he had to wait until Jessica came in, and his plans were foiled. Now, I know they're pulling, like, the classic villain monologues long enough for the hero to escape type thing, but in this situation, it makes literally no sense. It makes less sense than it usually would. Because, like I said, he's been in there all night. He could have killed him, and they don't have anything to gain from him. They're not, like, trying to, I don't know, get money from him. They just want to kill him and get him out of there, instead of, I don't know, like, firing him. You literally hired him, like, 3 days ago. You could just be like, hey, man, we don't need you anymore. We don't really like chicken that much, after all. Honestly, other than just, like, adding some unnecessary drama and, like, suspense and trying to make it dark and edgy, I don't know why they put this kind of little subplot where they're trying to kill him in there. I mean, I guess they just thought it would be good for some reason. I mean, that pretty much could sum up the whole movie. Billy and Bunny are together for some reason. They hire Colonel Sanders to come make them chicken for some reason. A board of people at KFC marketing team got together, wrote this script, produced it, and then released it thinking, hey, this is a real good idea. I like this idea. For some reason. Now, of course, this all ends well for Jessica and Chicken Man, because despite all its zany creative choices and unnecessary edgy side plots, this is, after all, a Hallmark-style, feel-good romance movie for the whole family.
I promise there'll be more long weekends in your future. As many as you want.
Well, maybe not the whole family, but it's for somebody. Somebody's supposed to enjoy this. Not me, of course. Probably not you. But somebody. Why? But in all seriousness, who thought this movie was a good idea? Like, why? There's just like a bunch of KFC marketing guys sitting around a table, and they're like, yeah, I think this would be a really good movie to make. I think that people would really like seeing a KFC guy in romance movie. Yeah, me too. Me thinks that'll be a really good idea. That'll be, I think that's a good idea. Okay, that's a really good idea. I should have thought of that one. That was really good. Anyway, that's all I have for today. I just wanted to cover that movie because I thought it was something really special. It was finger licking good. If you enjoyed this or any of my other content, please be sure to subscribe for more. I'm hopefully going to be having some more sketches coming out. And if you like this commentary style video, please let me know if you're one of my 3.5 viewers. But until next time, peace out, guy. And oh yeah, if you subscribe, you actually get to become a certified fella. It's a kind of the thing that my subscribers get to do.